Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. All day, every day, any day. Check three.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Packers take over. Let's go, boys. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the out. Alert flare. Big Dan.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
No. Check.
Now Jones, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Slam, slam, slam.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked for... But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Love. And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Do it.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, watch it. Wide. Watch it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Kill, kill, kill.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Packers' 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Shoot. Good route here. Mike 55.
Cousins now. And this one complete to Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Pilot, 64, weak. 55.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Come on, D.
Here's Cousins. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Love. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Set, ready, 70 engine, 54, right, 54. That's what I do.
On first down, Love. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go. Set. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. Crash. Right there, 54, right there.
2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Black. Check 54.
Following the interception, Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Check 43.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, wahoo! The mic. So we got man.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing, Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They run, Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Mike, what I need? Think you gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Striker Omaha. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 9. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Kill. Set it. All right, now here we go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Turn the hot. 180. List 50. Hey, receiver. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 61. Matchbox lights. Where's the hot?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll get touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey. Check 4, check 4. Six man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep. Bang, 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 bang. Showing it,
Throwing again. Love. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up. Third.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Get him. 45.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. An update from Buffalo. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
SOS. You draw quarters. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
A toss to Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On second down, Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning past him. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it with Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll go again to Jones. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
45.
From the gun, Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun. Love. It's caught here by Adams. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 13.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, you block over here. Back. 5. Teammate.
Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Box it. 54. Mike's 54. Cross the flag. Right. Check 15. Check. Right. Alert 3. Alert 30.
Hey, seam 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll go with Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Leave it, 48.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even.
Listen to me. Hey, Alpha.
35, Mike, 35. Let's go.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
On first down, it's Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, can. Hey, exit.
35. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 35 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, yo.
Mike 35. Mike 35.
What is that?
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, it's Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Oh, here we go. Oh. Shit. Jim.
Cousins. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 52 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. This is Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
That's got to be. Hey, can. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
General West. Watch out.
Throwing on second down, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long.
Deuce. Check 99, check 99.
Black.
Check your hot read. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Wide.
Third and long for Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Clark in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. The Vikings send out their punter. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return is Jones. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Rush
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Again, it's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Right there. 54 miles. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Check.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Short. Fresno.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Check 26. 49. Check 49. Check.
Yellow.
Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, watch it. Check. Tight dog. Kill.
Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Cousins now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
Gun.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shoot.
Bingo.
Shoot. Shoot.
Here's Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Hey, Clipper, Clipper.
Oh, man, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Under 10. Under 10.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen. And it's second down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
It's a party now.
Two. Hey, Sue.
35 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 35. Mike 35.
Cousins to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
55. Rip right.
One last shot now for Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for it.